A lot of people have asked how I spawn in and test enemies in my, so I am going to show you how I do that. First thing, if you don't already have Thunderstore installed, this is what's used for Lethal Company mods. So you're going to want to go to thunderstore.io, then click Get App, click Get App again, and install Thunderstore. Once it is downloaded, open it and search for Lethal Company in the game selection. Once it is selected, find Create New and name your profile. I'm just going to name it Testing. After that, select your profile and click on Get Mods. Search for Game Master. Click Download, then Download with Dependencies. After that's all set, select Start Modded. Once the game is loaded up, open a save. You may need to exit and rejoin if you see this bug like I have, where it says 7 days and 0 out of 0 quota. After that's fixed, choose your moon you want to go to, and land. You can only spawn enemies that normally spawn on the moon. For example, you cannot spawn a Thumper on Rend, because Thumper cannot naturally spawn on Rend. You can open the menu with the Insert key. On this first tab, you can find a text box to enter the name of the enemy you want to spawn. Enemies will spawn in their respective areas. For example, a dog will not spawn in the complex. If you spawn an eyeless dog, it will only spawn outside. You can also adjust how fast coil heads run, Jester's pop-up speed, and Jester's cranking speed, as well as Jester's reset speed by moving the sliders. Having Enable AI modifications will enable these adjustments you made to the coil and Jester. Having Should Enemies Spawn Naturally selected will allow enemies to spawn naturally. If it is not selected, only enemies you spawn will exist on the moon. Under host settings, you can find places to change the server name, send a message, options to hide command messages, and option to hide enemy spawn messages. You can adjust the prefix for commands or the key you press to start a command. For example, if I want to go into God mode, I need to open chat and type /God because the slash is my command prefix. You can also set how much your XP changes, positive or negative. You can select the options for infinite sprint, infinite per credits, God mode, night vision, and speed hack. In time settings, you can set an infinite deadline, use a custom or random deadline. You can set the custom deadline using the sliders. You can also enable a custom timescale or random timescale. For custom timescale, you set all the sliders to the left to make days almost take forever to end, or all the way to the right if you want your days to go by extremely fast. In scrap settings, you can set custom buy rate and random buy rate for the company, along with enabling scrap modifiers where you can set the min and max scrap allowed to spawn on a moon, along with the value of the scrap. The last tab shows available commands and enemy names. These commands you will type into the chat box. /TP teleports you to the ship, and /TP then a player name afterwards teleports you to that player. /enemies shows the list of enemies for that moon. /vision enables night vision or full bright, as some call it. /buy item allows you to buy an item from the store. Items are based off IDs, with walkie being 0, flashlight being 1, shovel being 2, all the way to spray paint, which is ID 12. It goes in order listed on the terminal store. So for a shovel, you would type /buy2. I believe you can only buy one item at a time. /God enables God mode. /speed enables your speed hack, making you really fast. Slash toggle lights turns on or off the lights in the facility. Slash weather, then the weather name attempts to change the current weather. Slash spawn is probably what you will use the most. You will type slash spawn, then the enemy you want to spawn. So if you want to spawn a nutcracker, you can type slash spawn nut. You can abbreviate the names. So for bunker spider, you can just type spider. And lastly, slash regen sets regenning health to true.